The time is 6:30 p.m. on this Wednesday, May 17th, 2017, and it's time now for the Peter Channel Evening News on this Wednesday evening, May 17th, 2017. Good evening, everybody. I am Peter J. Wiggins at 6:30 p.m. Top story on the Peter Channel Evening News is the White House has banned the Justice Department has decided to appoint a special counsel to investigate possible coordination between Trump Association and Russian officials seeking to meddle in the last year's election, according to Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein. President Trump pledged on Wednesday to build icebreaker ships that the Coast Guard has long sought to be able to navigate polar waterways, but offered no details about how they will be funded and whether his vision differs fundamentally from a plan. Vladimir Putin offered to provide a record of Trump's disclosure to Russian envoys. Google CEO Sundar Pichai and a section of company executives took the stage to talk about the latest milestones in the new and upcoming products. Milwaukee County Sheriff David Clark, who built a following among the conservative liberals, provocative social media presence, and strong supporter of Donald Trump, said Wednesday that he has taken a job as an assistant secretary of the department. D.C. police announced today a pursuing charges against the suspect that involved in Tuesday's violent clash between demonstrators and guards for visiting Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. Washington press report on President Trump on Wednesday as lawmakers intensified in their probes into a disaster of FBI chief and possible collusion between the 2016 campaign and Russia, more federal Republicans called it independent. The Treasury Department announced new sanctions on Iran for its ballistic missile program on Wednesday, but it also said it would continue to waive sanctions as required by the Iran nuclear deal. How the murder of a DNC staffer fueled conspiracy theories. Representative Scott Peters, Democrat, San Diego, makes the personal plea to every Republican Congress in form of a letter asking them to join Democrats and create an independent, nonpartisan commission to look at Russia's attempts to influence the 2016 election. 21 people accused of being part of a notoriously violent MS-13 gang were arrested on Wednesday after federal and local investigators forced their way in homes and businesses across Los Angeles County in a breed-on suit that came in a result. Chelsea Manning, 29, was sentenced to a 35-year prison sentence after releasing classified military information to WikiLeaks that she obtained during her time as an Army soldier. House Democrats are buzzing about the possibility of President Donald Trump being impeached, but party leaders aren't going there, at least not yet. Atlanta, a man in Immigration and Customs Enforcement in custody has been denied after being hospitalized for shortness of breath, officials said on Wednesday. Edna Kenny, Yama's Prime Minister, will step down at midnight amid a police corruption scandal. This decision could trigger parliamentary elections. A middle school teacher man was arrested for identity fraud after he attempted to purchase tickets to a Japanese pop concert. Austria's parliament voted to ban women from wearing full-face coverings in public as part of a package of reforms aimed at integrating Muslim asylum seekers. The United Nations Security Council held a closed-door session with the crisis in Venezuela, requested a U.S. official said. The U.S. Treasury Department on Wednesday sanctioned 7 entities in Iran and China for selling missile system to Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. Responded by local mall in Washington, Wall Street ended Wednesday sharply lower while the dollar's value plummeted. The Dow down 372.82 points at trade at 606.93. S&P 5 down 43.64 points at 2357.03, and Nasdaq down 158.63 points at 6,011.24. Five Guys Burgers and Fries replaced In-N-Out Burger as consumers' favorite urban burger chain in Harris Poll's annual brand report. President Trump delivered a commencement speech at the Coast Guard Academy on Wednesday where he praised cadets and pledged to continue to serve the country. In local news, Foxborough police arrest 2 men, seized over 50 grams of fentanyl. Men was dealing drugs from Seacock Motel, according to the prosecutor. Naughton, Wheaton College commencement Saturday features a guest speaker touching on a very timely topic. Target, Walmart, and Amazon are engaged in a game of ship and tag, each trying to adjust a free threshold and other shipping strategy to a level that can lure shoppers away from one or the other. New York, U.S. stocks and the dollar sold off on bond prices rally on Wednesday as investors fled risky assets amid uncertainty about the U.S. In the first quarter of 2017, consumer debt rose to $12.73 trillion and exceeded its peak in its third quarter in 2008. Student loans amount accounts for 10.6% of that total, up from 3.3% in 2003, while housing share still great. Mountain. In a man timeless love story, a garden snail with a rare genetic condition can mate with a normal snail. Scientists launched it in international search for their mate. The snail became a media sensation and miraculously had not only one but two possible mates. The dog, when gnawing on a favorite bone, slicing it with its balls into the pooch inside. Said, how to crocodile snout when a gap teeth crunching bones would be ethical question. U.S. sports shifting with climate change. Fidget spinners are driving many adults crazy about one Texas woman who's warned about her daughter's dangerous experience at Texas girl trucks and fidget spin apart. Washington, U.S. health officials on Wednesday warned that tests made by Maryland Bioscience and COVID may anticipate blood levels in brown drawn from veins sending the manufactured stock down 9%. Peter Childers' time is 6:35. Taking a look at New England Indians reported. Maryland, Vermont. U.S. Route 302 near Ames Drive. A two-car murder accident with confirmed fatality. Route 302 closed for crash reconstructed that was 17 minutes ago. And now, we'll look at sports at 6:35. And the Boston Celtics will be taking on the Cleveland Cowboys in the Eastern Conference Finals. Game time, 8:30 p.m. at the Garden. And the Boston Red Sox will be taking on St. Louis Cardinals. Game time, 8:15 p.m. Boston Tom Brady played for a concussion last year on his way to a fifth Super Bowl title, according to his wife, supermodel Gisele Bundchen. In Florida before the NBA draft floating in the parking lot beyond. Xfinity Live, a massive dining in. Entertaining space in order. South Florida sports companies are home and dozens of tailgaters. Last July, Chris Sale stunned baseball when he used scissors to straight up 1976. White Sox player uniforms because he not want to pitch. As well, that same farm that makes Chris Sale great. Burn him out in Boston. Peter Childers on 6:36 on this Wednesday evening, and it's time now for Traffic and Trend Report. Beep! Let's start off on the NBA with a slow announcement of 5 minutes for expansion. Minor delays. Due to an accident, commuter derail. Pittsburgh line train may express 5 minutes delayed to a heat restriction. Rockford train 122, 5:45 p.m. from Rockford is operating 5:15 p.m. between River Station and North Station. Newburyport train 173, 6:45 p.m. from North Station to operate 5:15 late between North Station and Newburyport. Stoughton train 919, 5:15 p.m. outbound is operating 5 minutes late between Greenville and Stoughton due to freight train interference. Powers train 8:30, 5:30 p.m. inbound to the bottom. Wickford is operating 23 minutes late due to an earlier signal issues. And Powers train 8:28, 5:20 p.m. inbound to the bottom. Providence is operating 5 minutes late between Providence and South Station. All right, let's take a look at highways and byways of New England this Wednesday evening. 95 on the northbound side, so between Greenwich and Bridgeport. 95 southbound side, so between Stafford, Merritt Parkway, eastbound side, so between Greenwich and Bridgeport. 84 eastbound side, it is slow around the Danbury stretch. And 84 westbound side, also Waterbury. 291 on the eastbound side, so after Route 91 on Hartford Connecticut. 291 on the northbound side, also around Mass Pike in Springfield. 91 and 95 on the northbound side, it is slow around Route 195 out in downtown Providence. 195 on the southbound side, also around Route 495 out in Foxborough. 128 on the southbound side, it is so between Route 2 and Lexington and Braintree split. 129 on the northbound side, so between the split all the way at Route 24 at Randolph, and then hit basically in front of the Mass Pike all the way up into the Route 95 and Peabody. 120 southbound side, so after Route 95 and Peabody Southern Expressway on both ends by the Mass Pike and the Braintree split. Mass Pike westbound side, it is so between Newton and all the way to Natick. Mass Pike eastbound, so something go between 128 and Western Army down to the Logan Airport on both ends of the Mass Pike and so on Logan Airport down to South Boston. 93 both back between Somerville and Boston. 93 northbound back up all the way 9. Medford Route 1 and the northbound side, also between Chelsea and Revere. Route 3 on the northbound side, also between 128 and Burlington all the way out to Lowell. 485 on the southbound side, it is slow just ran. Route 3 in Lowell from Tewksbury all the way up to Chelmsford. 485 on the northbound side, so between Route 3 and Lowell all the way up to Haverhill. And up north, 393 eastbound side, Wilson, Congo, New Hampshire. And Interstate 87 on the southbound side, also Route 11 up in Champlain, New York, over 50 on the northbound side, also 7 Quebec headed towards Montreal. Peter Channel News Time is 6:39 on this Wednesday evening, and it's time now for a weather report. And it turned out to be a warm and hot summer-like day in New England on a Wednesday, including north with temperatures in the 80s. And tomorrow, we're expecting 90 or better with hot humidity. Air quality alert to Massachusetts Department of Environmental Protection. In addition, an air quality action day for ground level ozone in effect until 10 p.m. this evening. An air quality action day means that ground level ozone concentrations within the region may approach or exceed unhealthy standards. For their distribution, please visit them. And day 1 tonight, air quality alert, and day 2 for 7. No hazard of air respect to the time. Okay, 7-day forecast. It goes like this. For tonight, mostly good go about 65 degrees. Southwest about 5 to 9 miles an hour first. Thursday, south about 94 degrees. Southwest about 6 to 9 miles gust side 23 miles an hour first. Thursday night, park coast about 65 degrees. And southwest about 8 miles an hour. For Friday, slight chance of showers at thunderstorms between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. Then slight chance of showers after 3 p.m. Mostly south about 86 degrees. And southwest about 7 to 11 miles gust side 22 miles an hour. Just to the 20%. Friday night, mostly good about 49 degrees. And north about 6 to 9 miles an hour first. Saturday, sunny park coast about 66 about 84 degrees. Sunday, mostly cloudy at 69 about 49 degrees. For Monday, sheltering after 5 p.m. Mostly cloudy about 71 about 54 degrees and touch to this 50%. Tuesday, put sunny mostly cloudy about 70 about 30 degrees. And for Wednesday, put sunny about 69 degrees. And currently in Taunton, it's first guys 82, and Taunton is fair 88, and Mansfield is fair 84. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel Evening News on 6:30 p.m. and it's May 17, 2017 on a Wednesday evening. I appreciate you have a good evening, good Friday, and then I'll see you for a late night report, right after Sportsman, right after either conclusion of the Celtics or the Red Sox. You will be a good evening.